problem that you may or may not, you will see on a test on Thursday, and it's a little different than what you've done before. I'm going to have these filtered into today's, and then you're going to see all other 4 types of problems: original, percent markup, markdown, and just percent of. This is the final one that's slightly different. If Lenny bought a motorcycle and he paid 12.5% in tax, the tax, box it, the tax, box tax, row 2, I need 1 pencil. Box tax. The tax added $1,437.50. The tax added $1,437. This is not the total. This is not the original. The tax added that much to the price of the motorcycle. What was the price of the motorcycle? In other words, what is the original? Box was, write original. When we're working with original, we're going to be going backwards. You have been learning this equation that goes original times the percent equaling new. And anytime you go from one backwards to the original, we divide it. So let's take the tax, 1,437.5. And instead of multiplying by 12.5%, we're going to divide by the decimal version of 12.5. This was the tax. I know it's marked up, but I'm not trying to work with the thing that's the new price. I'm just working with the taxed price, so I don't add or subtract anything to 100 yet. I just divide it by 0.125. You do not add or subtract 100 if you're just dealing with tax. 1437.5. This should be the original price that I get. And we're going to end up with $11,500. This was the price of the motorcycle, not with tax. Price of the motorcycle originally. That is something new that we haven't done before. B is a problem that you have done before. It says Miss Todd Hunter bought a dirt bike. She pays 12.5% tax. The total price was $12,937.5. Box total price. What is the original? This time, the price they give you is not the tax. The price they give you is the new price. So I'm going to take 12,937.5 and I'm going to divide it by something. Be really careful. This is a markup. You had tax before. Now you have the new price. What do I divide by? It's not 0.125. What would I have to change? It's not 0.125. I'm not just dealing with tax. Alexis? Not quite. We're still going from percent to decimal, so I still want to move that way in the alphabet. Liliana? I'm going to have to mark it up. This is a markup problem. So instead of taking 0.125, I take 112.5. And now we move it to the left. This was your new price, and we divide it by 1.125. That should give me the original. 12,937.5, 1.125. Did I get the same exact answer? You betcha. $11,500 is the new price, or it was the original price. 12.5% tax was 12,937.5. This is essentially the same problem, just written in a different format. Tessa.
Wouldn't you move the decimal and the 1,125 the other direction? Right there, wouldn't you move it?
Let's think about it again. I always have to kind of draw out the diagram. So the alphabet goes D and then P, right? You were given a percent. So we're going to move from a percent towards a decimal. So when you go in the alphabet from P to D, we're going to always move to the left. So from percent to decimal, move it to the left. Thanks for clarifying that, though. There's a few other question marks as well. You're going to try one before you blast off to your final day of review. Mr. Mackey bought a basketball. He paid 8.5% in tax. The tax added $5.10 to the price of the basketball. Box tax. The tax added $5.10. What's the original price? Try this on your own in the next minute. See if you can decipher what I do with 8.5%. You're given just the tax. Take a look at example B if you have it. Hang tight on that page because I'm not calling you to help me out. Okay, let's review. Make sure we got this correct. I have 8.5% tax. Tell me my blunder. Don't write this. I'm like, well, it's a markup, so I automatically always got to add. What's my blunder, Brady?
You shouldn't have added.
Why don't I add it to 100?
Because you don't know the price yet.
I don't know the new price. I only know the tax. If you only have tax, you're going to take the tax amount. You don't add or subtract 100. 8.5%. I'm going to go from percent to decimal. So I move to the left. And it would be 0.085. If you're just given tax, do not add 100 or subtract by 100. Just keep that percentage. 5.10 divided by 0.085. And your answer should be $60 originally. Expensive basketball, but you gotta pay a lot if you want to have game or whatever that saying is.